Can't do it.
The segment most likely to get someone suspended, fired, or at least spending the night on the couch.
I will tell you a deeply personal story because I have a tendency to overshare.
I raised the nastiest you've ever done. I'm talking about nasty.
Wow.
Mary Screw killed Donald Trump, Matt Spiegel, or Jimmy Butler.
I'm not going to answer that. It's stupid.
Which category do you click on that would horrify your life?
What's the question? I feel like this is like a setup.
I have to answer your question. You can't do it.
I don't know.
You shouldn't do it.
It's a very negative question.
I have a question. Yes. In these conjugal visits, you can have sex with women?
I don't know that I really want to answer that. What's your question?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll answer the question.
This is bad radio and it's not appropriate.
Why do we never get an answer when we're knocking at the door?
Can't do it.
Entertainment and more. Play it at play.it.
Yes, Can't Do It is back Wednesdays, 11:40 on the Spiegel and Parkins show. Pat Manley will be in studio for the noon hour. Mitch Trubisky has earned the job of being the Bears' backup. Mike Glennon starts. Mark Sanchez still on the roster.
I just realized a wonderful little happenstance that Can't Do It is 20 minutes before Patrick Manley's live appearance in studio every single week during the football season. I wonder if he'd come in just about 25 minutes early one week.
I bet you he'll do it. He likes me. 312-644-6767. We'll ask
Who's the
him.
best long snapper of all time? I'll hang up and listen for my answer unless I'm getting a prize.
Who's the worst player on the Bears you've ever played with?
That's the worst teammate you ever had.
Let's go to Garrett. Garrett in Lafayette, who's your question for? It's Can't Do It on the score.
Hey, my question is for Spiegel.
Yeah.
A week or so ago, you guys were talking with Len Casper, and you said that there were people that thought he was a jag. I need a name or names of people that think Len Casper is a jag.
That is a great Can't Do It question.
That's
how the game is supposed to be played. Good follow-ups, listening to the show, trying to corner us.
It's a really good follow-up. Now, here's the thing. It was a musician who, as I said at the time, misinterpreted Len's focus and quiet as being off-putting or jaggerific. But the name of a random musician that you do not even know feels like needlessly throwing that particular person under the bus.
What's the guy's first name?
Scott.
Okay. Scott, the musician, thought that Len was a jag in
100%.
In a setting. Okay.
And asked me such.
Okay. Will in Champaign. Now, I couldn't give you asked an answer. First name, there's at least there's a clear story there.
I absolutely told you who the person was.
All right. Will in Champaign. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question's for Jay.
Jay Zawoski.
Yeah, I checked out Chief Mac Hawk's podcast, and he mentioned wanting to do some guest appearances on the score, and I'm wondering if Jay ever has lobbied Mitch to get him on air.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right, yeah. Asked and answered. 312-644-6767. Let's go to Seth in Joliet. Seth, you're on Can't Do It.
All right, Matty boy, this one's for you.
All right.
You have a gun held to your head.
Uh-huh.
You have to choose a secret love affair between Parkins, Babyface, Jay, or Campy.
So I have to have a secret love affair with one of my three showmates.
Or death is the alternative.
Oh, boy. This is an unfortunate visual.
This is such an easy choice.
Excuse me, three unfortunate visuals.
Jim Gaffigan, Campy, or me.
The answer is Jay Zawoski.
Oh, even without the beard?
In a heartbeat.
Matt, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jay. I have a feeling that Jay would be a very, very tender lover.
I am a tender lover. It's true. And this is the nicest thing you've ever said to me. And I am shedding a tear. It's very, very sweet.
I
Thank
think
you,
you'd
Matt.
be very tender. Strong when you need to be, of course. But tender.
312-644-6767 for a score prize pack.
Discomfort all around.
All questions asked and answered so far. Let's go to Grady in DeKalb. Grady, you're on Can't Do It.
Hey, guys. So my question is for Parkins.
Okay.
All right. So at the Score 25th anniversary baseball trip to Vegas, who was the most annoying listener that you guys met?
The most annoying listener. See, now
that was months ago.
You're asking a long time.
Now, hang on. I was there.
It's Grady. I remember Grady. Grady, you're the Oreo. Oh, wait, sorry. Whoops. Grady, you're our cookie guy, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I remember Grady. Grady was wearing I believe you're wearing a Packers jersey, Grady.
Oh, man, you kind of gave it away.
Oh, you were hoping that you were the most annoying person on the Vegas trip?
Maybe.
I mean, well,
I want to answer, so.
Expand it to all of us, too. Who annoyed you? All of us. I was there. You know,
B-Mac was
there.
Justin Grimm was there.
Right. Pat Hughes.
Pat Hughes was
Ron
there.
Coomer was
I'll
there.
answer for you that it's BMAC.
My friend Rich was there.
Oh, your friend
My
Rich
buddy
was there. No, he was a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
You were funny at the end of the because I felt bad I wasn't feeling well to go play poker.
Yeah.
And you were really drunk at the end of the Mr. Chow meet and greet.
I was.
So you kept trying to get me to go play poker, and I was like, no. So like in that moment, you were probably the most annoying. The Cohiba Dave crew, those guys were awesome.
I loved those guys. Cohiba George,
Cohiba Dave. Mm-hmm. Grady, honestly, the listeners were all fine. I'm going to say you, because I mean, who wears a Packers jersey to that event?
Yeah, Jack.
Honestly,
yeah. And then who calls up begging to be a subject?
To be the most annoying guy. Yeah. But I actually remember thinking, because we were so at Mr. Chow for so long with Sandberg and Grimm, that none of the listeners actually made that big of a fool out of themselves.
No, dude, I thought everybody represented.
Everybody had a ton of we talked about it the day after when we got back. They're like, everybody, it was a good event because there weren't too many people there. Mm-hmm. So everyone had enough time with the people that were there. And that was the longest we actually interacted with listeners. So truthfully, no one did a bad job.
Is Grady trying to take my job as scapegoat?
Right. Well, I mean, how many listeners am I expected to be able to remember their name from 4 months ago?
I'm remembering something that Pat Hughes said that pissed me off and annoyed me.
Really? Yeah. Really? That's a good question for Can't Do It if anyone wants to get in.
It was just odd. I was like, well, okay, all right. I mean, it was nice. It was nice. Just the particular answer was like, well, all right, okay.
You want to pick a call?
Sure. Whatever. All of them. Everybody.
Okay. Matthew, you're on Can't Do It. Go ahead.
Yeah, this question's for Spiegel.
Yeah.
All right, Spiegs. What two physical features do you like better about your most recent ex-wife compared to your current girlfriend?
Oh, enjoy your prize. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Sorry,
that is. I hope you feel good about yourself, Matthew.
He goes, all right, thanks. He's like, I knew I had him. See, here's the thing. I think I'm more willing to tell people things and say inappropriate things maybe during this segment. Yeah. But if they want the prize, you are the target.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah. You're the Ryan Sandberg of Can't Do It.
Yeah, of Pick a Player. That is exactly
I can't
right.
name any. I don't know any.
312-644-6767. Buster in Milwaukee, you're on Can't Do It. Go ahead.
All right, my question's for Speed.
Of course it is.
Follow-up. This is a follow-up from 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to get a prize pack right here. Speed, I need you to tell me the exact date the last time you paid for sex was.
Well, but it's not. See, that wasn't the actual question because it was expanded from that. It's like, because I've never, can't do it is the answer.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
There's too much context missing from the first time around.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because there was
no solicitation.
Extra, right. This is not Seattle morning man Mitch Levy sitting here with you. Nor have I ever scalped tickets in a Ponzi scheme like apparently Craig Carton might have done. Arrested this morning.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Our industry is falling apart at the seams.
But enjoy your prize and your feelings of moral debauchery.
Ryan,
Buster.
You're on.
All right, Speaks. What Pat say that pissed you off a little bit?
Oh wow, that's smart. The segment's still going on.
Yeah, what did Pat say that pissed you off?
I was like, it was a preseason game against the Reds, and we saw Arismendi Alcantara was on the Reds, and I said, "Hey, Pat, that was kind of cool to see Arismendi Alcantara, right?" And Pat Hughes goes, "You know, after they're gone, I don't really care about them."
Yeah. Once a Cub, not always a Cub. In Pat Hughes' mind.
Once they're gone, I don't really pay much attention or care about them, and I just felt very dismissed.
Yeah, you were trying to make baseball conversation with Pat Hughes.
He followed Alcantara on the way up, and now there he is, in spring training trying to make another team. I respect his desire to not pay attention to people once they leave. I just felt sort of dismissed.
I remember Pat Hughes saying, "I assumed there would be dinner at a dinner function."
I forgot that.
Because it was just past apps. Now, there was a lot of past apps, but we were at a restaurant from 7 to 9 p.m., and there was no dinner served.
They're not wrong about that.
No, he was spot on, but that's the only thing I remember Pat Hughes saying at that event.
Yeah. I mean, you understand my just sort of minor
he
annoyance?
You.
Yeah, I was
dismissed you.
Yeah.
Well,
me.
Let's go to Gene in Rockton. Gene, you've been holding. What's up? You're on Can't Do It.
Hey, Gene.
Hey, my question is for Matt Spiegel.
Yeah.
As a fellow musician, we know how the ladies love to hang around musicians.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of wondering how many women have you taken home after your shows?
That was asked and answered a while back.
Asked and answered. You got to keep listening, Gene.
That's tough, Gene.
He doesn't want to tear open that old wound.
Yeah, find me on Twitter, and I'll totally ignore the question there.
Joe in Ottawa, last up. You're on Can't Do It. Who's your question for?
It's for you, Danny. With everything that's gone on with Michael Bennett and in the news, when you see those reports, who do you usually side with, the cops or with the black people?
The cops or with the black people? Well, I would point out that there have been seemingly injustices done at the hands of cops to people beyond just black people. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. In Michael Bennett's case, we don't have enough information yet, but his side of things certainly seems like a horrifying ordeal. What I would say to you is I probably used to assume that there was some hearsay, and then everybody got cell phones, and we started seeing a lot of these interactions filmed, and there have been some things that have horrified me where I don't think that there's enough accountability on behalf of the bad apples within the police force that now I am much more likely to believe in some wrongdoing on the fact of the accuser as opposed to the person who got accused in these situations, because it is so rare for a cop to actually be brought to justice. In general, overwhelming majority of cops, obviously good people and heroes, but because there have been so few, painfully few incidents where there's actually been any accountability for what I perceive to be clear wrongdoings, it's actually made me side more with the people doing the accusing at the beginning until you see facts come out. That's how I'd answer that question.